My apologies. We lost the connection for some reason there. I'll just wait for a few of you to get back on. Wait for you to find the link. I'll just turn you around so that you can see little Prince Corner and see Hannes's eye. Let's see if anyone's going to be able to find us. Oh, here we go. We've got one person come back.
Cool.
I do apologise, I don't know why we lost the connection there.
I blame Tracy.
Yeah, you always blame me, just as I always blame you.
Yeah.
It's probably because I'm not using the Wi-Fi, I'm using the link into my phone. Here we go, we've got Tara back. Hi Tara, sorry about that. We'll just, yeah, so we were just, Hole was just showing you Hannes and his eye. You can have kisses with Ren. Oh, Renske's in season, so she's busy squirting now. Hi Linda, hi Lindsay. Sorry, hi Jay. Oh, I better be careful because Hol will tell me off for saying sorry again. Oh look, they're having kisses because Ren is in the height of season. Prince, you're not coming. No, okay. We'll maybe move on.
Yeah.
Yeah. He is a dirty old man, and I don't want him really with his feet up behind my ears. Oh, look, he's making little faces now.
Oh, they both got their boy bits out.
Oh, honestly, we're not showing their boy bits, Hole. Linda loves your little Prince, Hole. Yeah.
He is adorable.
He is. He's gorgeous. And he's getting more people orientated as he gets older. Look, Renske, you've made him do the Fleeman's posture.
I think he's, yeah.
Hi Lenny, hi Charlotte. Right, okay, let me take you down to the fields. Hole, would you mind letting me out, please? Pretty please.
This is a massive inconvenience.
I know, sorry.
You know, I'm actually not working anymore.
No, you're not working anymore. No, well you don't have to. I can do it if you want.
Through and then shut it behind me.
Thanks.
It's okay, there you go. Bye.
Bye. See you later.
Bye.
Enjoy your run home. Your training. Hole's training for a run on the 19th of May with Anne. On the 19th of May with Anne, who comes and helps us out, and they're both doing a sponsored run, a 10-mile run round Derwent Water. So Hole tends to keep herself pretty fit anyway, but she's been running home quite a lot recently. Jay, do mares get spayed like cats and dogs? No, not generally. Sorry, there's Hoytsy and Jubbers over there, if you can see them. Don't know whether my camera's high enough. No, but you can give them something called, well, there are various things that you can do, from putting, I think they're little marbles inside them, which obviously the vets have to do, and also you can give them, and we occasionally do it, we give a Regulate. So Micah, who has really uncomfortable seasons, we'll sometimes pop her on Regulate, but we've got her on a more natural substance at the moment, chasteberry, just to help her because she gets quite uncomfortable in the ovaries. Yep, you're right, Katie. Obviously the boys do get gelded. We don't have any stallions here. Thank you, Jamie, for reminding everybody to keep hitting that like button. Hit the subscribe button if you've not hit it already. It all helps. Good evening, True. I cannot tell you how happy we all are that it's spring now and that the rain stopped. Honestly, and do you know what? It only takes 1 or 2 days of it being dry where you can forget about quite how grim the winter was. And it is easy to forget. I think it's like burying your head in the sand and pretending it never happened and pretending we're not going to have to go through it again. Thank you, Peggy, for mentioning you can sponsor Holly and Anne. There's a GoFundMe page. They've got a couple of weeks to go. It's on a Sunday. They're planning to set off very early morning. I was planning to go and support them, but then they told me they were setting off at 7 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday. And Sunday's the only day of the week where I just like to have a little lie-in. But no, I will get up and go and support them. I did want to take little Mr. JB along to support them as well. We were going to take the horse box, but apparently there's another event going on in the area at the same time. Good evening, Alta. Well done. Congratulations on making it for Alive. Cassidy, if Frey is on here, she'll perhaps put the link to the GoFundMe for Holly and Anne's sponsored run. Jamie, why did you burn your toast? I actually quite like burnt toast. Are you not doing well at the multitasking? I find it harder and harder to multitask these days. Thank you, Paul, for liking the live. Appreciate that. Now, look who's down here. Those of you who watched the live yesterday will know that little Rainbow Boy came out in the orchard for the first time. And I've deliberately left him out tonight because, oh, Renske, honestly, sorry, I say that because she's lifting her tail again to squirt because she knows it's two boys, and she knows that Uber on the left there is a dirty old man, aren't you? Uber, Uber. And then look, there's your Rainbow Boy Nero. So it's his second day out in this little paddock, our orchard. Don't tease him, Renske, honestly. And yesterday we just left him out here for a couple of hours because I was worried that, you know, he might be a bit tired. But they've been really settled all day. They've only had one or two little runs around. And I can see that he's resting his leg there and he's definitely walking short on it. Not massively short. You know, I'd say looking at him trot, he was probably about 1 or 2 tenths lame, or what would be classed as lame. So I'm almost tempted to leave him out tonight. Hol and I were saying this earlier because they're really settled. It's flat ground, you know, it's dry. He can have a little sleep out here. So yeah, we'll see. Sorry, I'm not looking at the comments. What's that, Monique? Vodka after, not before Holly's run. I'll let her know that, Monique. Peggy, you've got loads of catching up to do. Sorry, I have been posting pretty much a video a day, so there is a lot to catch up on. They are beautiful boys. We're not going to go any closer, Ren, because you're in love at the moment. You're in love with all of them, but as I said the other day, he's young enough to be your grandson. So we're going to reach round the 14-acre field, and I'm hoping that by the time I get you round here, that the girls in the barn field will have come down somewhere near the front so that I can show you them. But this is their winter turnout, which, all thanks to everybody's generosity, we got this whole area here hardcored for this winter so that they weren't having to stand permanently on the ground eating their. But you can see that if it's coming through on the camera, this is all very, very bare. I harrowed this all this week. I can't remember what day it was. What day is it today? It's Wednesday. Did I do it yesterday? No, I did it on Monday. Because it now needs to recover this field and grow some grass so that we can make more haylage. Now, if you look straight in front, beyond that red and white post, which, interesting fact, it's a gas pipeline that runs through this field, so that's the marker for it. That much greener field behind is our 9-acre field, which is the main haylage field, which we don't graze the horses on. I've never grazed them on it, which is why it looks the prettiest out of all our fields. Not poached, so it only ever gets sheep on it. Oh, Ren's perked up now. Hey? We weren't going to go for a canter today, but I know that you like to canter through this field. I like that, Renske a cougar. Talking of multitasking, Peggy, you forgot, hold on, you forgot about the cat's chicken tea in the oven. Yeah, we can't have burnt chicken tea and burnt toast all in one live. You know, that's not good. We'd then have to have a third just to, you know, make it 3 things burnt. But nothing serious, just a bit of food. I hope the wind's not too bad on this. It is quite windy, it's quite a bitter wind actually today. Anyway, going back to what I was saying earlier, isn't there a lot that happens in a week? Because this time last week, I was only taking you on a little short live hack because we had Jill, her assistant Emily, and Richard all coming to talk about that big dream. And it was a very exciting meeting. If you've not seen the YouTube video that I put on afterwards, I mean, it didn't give you much details about what we were discussing, but at least you got to meet Richard and Jill, who are the main 2 people who are working on the plans. But hopefully I'll be on a live in a few weeks' time and we can talk about some of the designs that Richard's put together. Good evening, Pamela. Good to see you on here. Yesterday, was it yesterday I left you with a beautiful sunset from this field? Really can't remember. Every day blends into one. Yesterday was Tuesday. What did I post last night? I can't remember. My mind's gone blank. Maybe it was. But it was a very beautiful sunset. Jane, I've got to let Ren have a little canter. Well, probably. Jamie, so love seeing the improvements happening on the farm. Takes a village, and this one is fabulous. I love our little village. We've always said it should be the Frisian village. And now, thanks to you, Jamie, we've got Jamie's wall, because, I mean, that got built in 3 days. Neil and Sean built that in 3 days with the help of Michael moving stone around. And, you know, that in itself makes a massive difference to the yard, you know, just getting in and out, you know, gone are those barriers. And then Hull has been busy this week already, pressure washing, cleaning out stable stays. We had a surprise visit today from Lisa, Lisa's spent lots of time with us over the last few years. She comes and usually stays with us and helps out for a couple of months at a time. But this time she's surprised us and she's staying with a friend locally, but she's still going to be coming and helping us out over the next few weeks. Lindsay, is there any update on the dream? Well, the plans, the initial drawings and the initial plans are being put together by Richard at the moment, and he's hoping to have something with us. Sorry, just Ren's picking up a little bit here because she knows we often turn and canter from here, or we have in the past. And you can just wait, Ren. And let me just concentrate a sec. So, no, Ren, we're not going to. We might do through in the other field. We'll go into the other one because it's not as badly poached. Not that this one's bad up here. I just need to sit quietly for a minute so that she remembers that she's just walking. So, yes, he's planning to have some drawings with us in the next few weeks. The reason that Jill's involved is she's one of the country's, well, if not the country's leading specialist in planning for the rural economy. And what she doesn't know about planning isn't worth knowing. And she's going to be putting together the, not the argument, but the cause, the reason why we want this development to happen. Now, obviously, we have to, because in this world, you know, you have to show that there's a business purpose behind it. And, you know, she's looking at everything that we're doing Because if we said that it was just to try and improve the facilities and we're not looking to expand and grow and take on more staff, then, you know, they're not going to look to support what we're doing. I'm probably not explaining that very well, but basically she'll be the one who will make sure that what we're planning to do for the future, which is all about, obviously all about the horses, but all about, you know, wellness for people as well, you know, whether it's through coming here or you know, via the screen. She'll put the case together so that we stand the very best chance possible of getting a planning application through, which is not an easy thing to do when you're in the Lake District National Park. And as you'll know from some of my rants, historically we've been let down by, sorry, I'm just looking at where the so much over the years. And speaking of that, I actually watched last night Tamara's first video on the history of the farm, which I'm really excited to say will be launched soon on YouTube, and she'll then do a follow-up video that will talk about the history, because it's this year it will be 110 years of this farm being in our family. I'm really sorry, I'm waffling on and I'm not looking at comments, but I'll look again in a minute. So it's going to be 110 years, and that's really bad, I've forgotten the exact date, that our great-great-grandparents bought this farm. And Tamara's second video is going to cover the things that we've been let down with over the years, and why I've started the £100,000 campaign. And, you know, that's got off to an amazing start. And we are in a position now where we are going to be able to get the work started. I feel really bad because my last GoFundMe update, I said that work was starting because I had been promised by somebody that certain work was going to start. But as is often the case with tradespeople, no, not all tradespeople, I shouldn't generalise, but there are some people in the building industry where things happen and they get delayed and they can't start things when they plan to. I should leave it at that. But yes, we are in a position to start hopefully getting at least the one roof done, so that we've got that as a stable for next winter. Anyway, I'm going to pause on that subject for a minute because I'm very conscious that there's lots of comments coming through that I need to have a look at. So bear with me, just enjoy the view for a second while I have a look. It's because I'm so excited about the dream and getting everything done and, you know, getting the place improved and making better facilities. Alto, you're harrowing and all your hard work is an inspiration. Oh, thank you, that's really nice. I'm always really proud of my harrowing, and I wind Holly up because every time we go past I say, look at those pretty lines, isn't it lovely? And she gets sick of me. I'm not going to fall off, Katie, honestly, as if. Well, hello, Amy. Weird coming on the phone, not the TV. Yes, it's much smaller, not unless you have a very big phone. Really lovely to see your commitment. Not enough horses get an opportunity to live the rest of their lives with you in comfort. Thank you. You're very welcome, True. And, you know, there is a big issue in the equestrian world as a whole, you know, where a lot of horses can't get looked after very well. One of the big problems in this country is they're not classed as agriculture. And without wanting to go on another rant, if we were looking to build facilities for agriculture, our planning application fee would be £170. Because of what we're planning to apply for, it's £20,000. That's just the planning application fee. That doesn't take into account all the reports that we have to have done, all the advice and the consultancy and all the design work. £20,000 per application. And when you think, sorry, I'm ranting again, when you think farms only survived in the past because of horses, and now, okay, they're not producing food, but they're making use of the land on our little farm here, and they're bringing pleasure and happiness to people. So they might not be bringing food, but they are bringing a lot of other positive benefits. So somebody needs to harass Parliament or whoever it is, government. That's awful. I'm really bad at things like that. And listen to Uber, you cheeky boy. Yeah, harass the politicians to try and do something to help the equestrian industry, and at least have them classed as agricultural. Anyway, I'm going to get off my tangent. Sadly, I don't have time to do it. I wish I could, but if anybody else wants to, go ahead. Jamie, I wish a digital letter writing campaign supporting the Farmers Sanctuary could make a difference. I'd certainly set it up. Well, Jamie, you have the most amazing way with words, honestly. And yeah, you inspire me with your written word. Wouldn't that be amazing? I think Jill sent me the link to somebody famous, who I don't know about because I don't know about famous people, who loves Frisians. There's lots of famous people, I think, that love Frisians. We should really have them all on as ambassadors. But I haven't got time to write to them all, so I'm just hoping that one day they'll find us through one of the channels. But we are on Channel 5 next month, I think, or the month after. Yes, Katie, there does have to be a business plan of some sort. I leave that to the people who know. I'll still just do what I do. Peggy, Lisa, you're very generous with your time. Thank you. Everything, funds, helps like that. Shares, subscriptions, absolutely. Absolutely. I'm sorry if I'm far behind on the comments. Jill does know how to play the game. She knows how it all works. And I have got video footage of the whole meeting that took place, but I've just not had time to go through that and edit it. But once we've got the first plans, hopefully I'll put some of that together so that it makes some kind of sense. Yes, it is good news, Linda, about the roof. Very good news. Your harrowing is a thing of beauty. Oh, thank you, Diane. Much like your quilts, but there's a lot more work that goes into your quilts. And I bet you don't break all your tools. I broke mine. I badly broke the harrow. It was falling apart anyway, but I must have hit a bit of rock quite badly. And yeah, completely snapped it. It is ridiculous, 20,000. Sorry, I think I'm quite behind. Right, apologies if I'm going to miss some of these comments, but I'm going to have to scroll through. There we go. Ah, there we go. Hello, Alicia. Hello, Linda. Nancy, who's that? Sam Huygen from Outlander. I've heard of Outlander, but I'm afraid I don't know him. I might know his face, but you know, I don't watch enough to know who's who these days. So I have to rely on all of you to keep me informed of what's going on in the world and who are the famous people that I should know about. Ah, dear. Oh, yes, you got my message about the tyres. Yes, that's the first two. Sorry, I haven't looked back on there to see if you'd replied. That's the first two. I had to, bless him, he's lovely, but he's one of a number of people that I've had to chase quite a lot this week. It's been just a week of people not getting back to me. And I know I'm really bad sometimes on replying to messages, but, you know, and I know other people are busy, but, you know, just a little message to say, I'm too busy at the moment, or can I get back to you next week? Or just even a little thumbs up to say that they've got the message. Anyway, I won't go on another tangent because I'm having a happy, nice, relaxing time out with Ren. Right, I'm just going to put you in my pocket for a minute. That's not the main camera. Hazel, you're going to volunteer to write to Sam. I take it that Sam is quite hot then. I shouldn't say that to you, Hazel. That's bad, isn't it? Right, I'm going to put you in my pocket. That's the phone. And then, gosh, this is going to be novel. I'm going to have two hands on the reins. And we'll have a little stretch of our legs. Oh, it's a little bit boggy there. I didn't harrow this field. Why does it look like it's harrowed? Oh no, it's had some muck spread on it. So this field, Jodie's partner Phil is going to come and spread some muck on it. And I've got this organic fertiliser. Sorry, we're going to bounce around for a bit. I've got some organic fertiliser that comes over from Ireland that's full of all these healthy microbes. and he's going to spread that for me as well. And I used it last year, and although I never got round, I'm ashamed to say I never got round to having the crops tested, it looked good, it smelt good, and the horses enjoyed it, so that's good enough testament for me, and they all look well. So I think it grew the grass particularly well. Oh, this is nice, Ren. Should we go through there as well? Do you want to go through here? We don't often go through here, but we might as well, as Ren seemed to want to. Oh, I'll take everyone out the pocket again, and then I can see the comments. Oh, Ren, don't snatch the reins from me, that's rude. How many hands is Renske? I think she's 16 too. Linda, to claim an agricultural exemption in Florida, we don't have to pay that exorbitant amount. You're lucky in Florida. You're lucky with the weather as well. You can get much better weather than we do. But then, you know, when it's like this, and it's so green and lush and glorious, and everything's sprouting, the blossoms coming out. Excuse me. Oh, I think I swallowed a fly there. All the little, are they primrose, I think, over there? All the dandelions, which probably shouldn't be in the field, but they look pretty. And then up in the woods over there, the little white flowers, if you can see. Oh, look, there's a hare. Can you see the hare? It's just run over there. Gosh, it's a proper wildlife day. At the start of the live this morning, if you joined it, there was actually a deer that ran across the field in front of us, which was really lovely to see. It's too hot in Florida, is it? Yeah, well, you see, we wouldn't look as green and lush as this if it wasn't as wet as it is. Oh dear. Freezing in northern Ontario. I have to admit, it is cold today. It's dry and it's a little bit windy, but it is very cold. I can really put up with that. Oh, you know what? I wonder whether Philip, I'm going to have to ask Philip, our neighbour, whether he's rolled this field, or harrowed it. Because there's lines in it and I didn't do them. Anyway, Renske, I think, even though she's not particularly fit, will want to have a canter across this field, and I'm assuming that you'd all like a canter across the field. So we'll get through here and I'll let her have a little run back down to the gate. What do you think, Ren? Eh? What do you think? Yeah, it's been a long time since we've done this, isn't it? It's been a very long time. She said, oh, it's exciting, Mum. It's exciting. Should we have a little trot first? Yeah, should we have a little bounce first? No, she says I want to go straight into canter. Go on then. We're doing, woohoo! Here we go. Right, I'm not going to let you bomb down because you're not that fit, but she clearly doesn't mind. Oh, you know what? Shall we go? Here we go. Woohoo! Oh, Ren, I love you to bits. She's so awesome, this mare. There we go, Ren. Hopefully you can all see well enough. And not just her mane. Oh, she's a good gal. Oh, she's a good gal. Should we go round and see Nero? Yeah? Should we go round and see Nero? Let's go round and see him. He's probably going to be having a little run around because he's seen you run across here. Oh, she's a good galley. Oh, she's such a good galley. How cool was that? Oh, I haven't done that for a very long time. Renske loves the spring as well. She gets a bit down in the winter. They all get a bit down. Look, oh look, he spotted us. Right, no running, don't run around too much, young man. Hello? Hello, boys. Just don't walk on, well, you can come on the bridge, but it is stone. Isn't he handsome? Right, let me get my phone back out. Did you all enjoy that? No, right, I'm going to walk away because I don't want you walking over that bridge. There we go. Don't want him doing that, so we'll walk away, take the temptation away. Oh, Ren, that was so cool. I'll give you a head. See, I don't really need the reins with her. Do I, Ren? Hey? You just do your own thing. Well, you don't. I do ride you a little bit, but I ride you mostly with my seat. She is still the speed queen. And as I promised, we will work up to the beach. Not quite sure on what Wednesday we'll do it, because I'll have to look at the tide times. But I'll try and do it on a day where the tide's in a little bit, because it's always nice to be able to go splashing in the water. For those that have never seen one of our beach rides, because obviously a lot of you have only started following since we've not been doing them so much. We just do the walking on the beach. The beach that we go to, there is the risk of quicksand, and it doesn't have waves like a normal beach. So although it's the safest bit of beach around, when the tide comes in, it just sort of comes in one stretch, not like waves. So you get big open expanses of sand, and it's always safest to go there when the tide's not been in for a couple of days, so that the sands have dried out and there's very little risk of quicksand. I love that sound too, Jamie. Just looking at that, the sound of the beck. And one of my plans for this year is to work on putting a longer video together. I think I did one with Anya a few years ago that's probably on the YouTube channel, of just the sound of her walking down the roads, hacking down the roads. But I want to put one together with, you know, the sound of the water in the beck and the birds. Let's see if we can hear it here. I'll be quiet for a minute. I'll get onto the grass, hold on. Isn't that pretty with the garlic and the bluebells down there? What's that, Margaret? Prayers for the injured horses in central London who got spooked. Vets are with them as we speak. So awful, on main news channel. Margaret, I know nothing of this, but I really don't like the sound of that. I don't know what's happened in London. Oh goodness. I will have to look at the news later, but I hope whoever's involved in whatever's gone on comes out of it unscathed. Oh, that's not a nice thing to hear about. Anyway, sorry to not dwell on that, but I'm going to move back to happy things that are happening here and now. And we've got Ren and the two boys. Oh goodness. Oh, Peggy. Oh right, okay. I dread to think what's gone on. I really don't like the thought of this, but I'm going to have a look later. You're very welcome, Amy. Now let's see whether the girls and Hida are going to come over. We'll head over. No, it's fine, Jamie, you know, and I appreciate being told about what's happening, because, you know, I as you know, I don't listen to the news, I don't hear what's going on, and if it's something involving horses and it's awful, then, you know, I should know. Anyway, back to these guys, and they're not coming to say hello. I could give them a shout, but then I might deafen you all. Oh, thank you, Poison Elf. That's very kind of you to mention our channel on theirs. I think some people, I saw a comment a while ago that apparently another channel had got cross that we'd been mentioned on there, or they not got cross, but they told the person off for mentioning us. That's fine, you know. At the end of the day, I guess, you know, a lot of people are protective over their channels. They don't want people going elsewhere. But, you know, I think there's enough for everyone, and everyone's old enough to decide what they want to watch. Anyway, do the horses use the beck for drinking? Lindsay, they do. And that's one of the things that I love about these fields, is the majority of our fields have access to natural spring water. So down here, this little beck down here comes up, it goes under the road over here. Hold on, let me just put my phone away so I can point. So it goes under the road here, comes out the other side, and this little bit is fenced off, but just over there, that badly fenced bit over there, these guys can walk over to the beck and drink from there. You know, and it's a lot better than tap water. I mean, obviously up at the barn they have to have tap water, although we do try and recycle quite a lot. It's one of the things on the new building, when we get to the point of building it, that we want to have a good rain collection system set up. You know, because we're not short of water falling from the sky. You're getting a tummy on you, Nero, aren't you? Eh? Little Uber. The two latest sanctuary residents. So yeah, all the big fields have natural water supply. This one up here, the one where the boys were over winter, that doesn't, but they had access to the next field down, which does have a natural water supply. And then in the top fields where Hoitzer and Jubbers are, there's not a natural supply up there other than the rainwater. Boys, are you happy to stay out tonight? I think, well, we know you are, Uber, because you're better off out. You live out. So Uber's been with us for 2 and a bit years now, and he was skin and bone when he arrived. 19 years old. And then little Nero, 5 years old. He's going to be 6 this year. And if you want to take a look at the latest video that's just gone onto YouTube that I've created today, it will tell you a little bit about Diane Cox and all the quilts that she's made to help raise funds for all the horses, and you'll get a tiny little glimpse of Nero's that she's already made, that's going to be raffled off for his birthday, which actually I'm pretty sure he shares his birthday with Uber. Have I got that right? Freya will tell me if I've got that right. I think they share their birthday. But yes, the video shows you a bit more about what Diane's done for us. And there's also the links on there to the Downson quilt that launched today and will be running for the next 2 weeks. And then Diane, who happens to be doing a stable stay on the night of the 8th of May, on the night of the 8th of May, when I'll be doing a live hack again. She's staying overnight, so she's agreed to announce who the lucky winner is of that beautiful quilt. So if you take a look and want to that fancy, you know, your cool, so share it with, that would help, because every penny raised goes towards running the sanctuary, and it gives somebody the chance of winning something very, very beautiful. And you'll see in the video the amazing quilt that Diane made for me, which was the first one which started all of this. And it's a Vanya, but none of you are getting Anya's because it's mine. Sorry. But the detail on it is amazing. Anyway, I'm giving away everything that is in the video, but yeah, do take a look. because I think you'll agree that thank you, Frey and Diane, for confirming they do share their birthday. Sometimes I think to myself, oh, is it Hoyts or an Uber? But no, they share a father. Oh dear. Jay, no, you're right. Nero wasn't in the best of condition. I wouldn't say he definitely wasn't in as bad a condition as Uber was. You know, he was very lean, and obviously he was very sore, very lame, very confused, not really knowing what was going on with life. Had no muscle, but hopefully now he's out in the fields, we're gonna keep him in that one for a little while, but then once he can get out on slightly hillier ground, he can build some natural muscle. There we go. Love the driveway. I think Tamara might have to mow her daffodils down soon because the grass is getting a little bit long. Oh, and actually on the video that I put on, I think Frey's putting live, although she's probably put it live already, there's the first part of it is me actually sat in the front garden here just talking away, but when I watched it back I just thought, wow, the view is amazing, absolutely amazing. I'm afraid I couldn't show you the girls down in the field because they were hiding away, but if you can see, they're all down over there. You can just see a couple of them, but I'm sure I'll get other videos on lives where you'll see them all. I might even ride Renske through them, which I've done a fair bit over the years. Jamie, Annie volunteers for mowing duty. Yeah, she would. Yeah, but she's not going down the driveway. Although she would, yeah, she quite happily would. Right, we're back at, look at that. Look, let's have a moment of appreciation for Jamie. I really like this rock. I did pick it up with the tractor the other day just to move it out the way. Actually moved it to a different part of the farm. Isn't it gorgeous? Right, look, which is fine. I'll be able to get it. Disappear. Look, let's have a bit of appreciation for my harrows. Look how badly I broke them. Yeah, I hit a rock. They're very, very old and very, very tatty, but they kind of do the job. Look, Annie's still up there eating. Oh, and it looks like, look, Prince has obviously had a roll right outside the turnout. Now, in case you're wondering, Hol's done absolutely the right thing and put these guys rugs on. Now, the reason they've got their rugs on is they are going to stay in this little turnout overnight. And because they're in a confined space, if it gets chilly, they can't run around to keep themselves warm. So that's why if they're in the stable and it gets chilly at night, or if they're in a small turnout, we do tend to put a rug on them if it's going to drop below sort of 10 or 12 degrees. No, probably below 10 degrees. So that will keep them nice and warm. And Teddy, you can come out and wander again tomorrow, but you've just got to keep your old buddy Ice company. But look at the white on the floor here. That's Prince. He's had a roll here. There's so much hair coming out of him. Anyway, I'm going to hop off. Oh, there we go. Oh, Rin. I'm going to say hello to everyone. No? You want to have a shake? Right, let me get the phone back on. Just a tip, but don't mow your grass with daffodils for about 6 weeks after flowering if you want them to do well next year. Ah, I didn't know that, but Tamara possibly knew that already. But I'll let her know. Wouldn't that be cool if I could tell her something that she doesn't know already about daffodils? I would give you credit for it, Charlotte, I promise. Anyway, Renske, what do you think? Should we get you sorted out? I think I've left an apple down here for you. Are you going to come with me or are you going to stay with the boys? Come on. Let's go back down to your parking bay. Come on, Rin Rin. Oh, she's a good girlie. She's a very good girlie. And we'll give you your apple. Look, your apple's sitting up on the post here. Here we go. And that reminds me to just bear with me a sec. I just need to speak to Siri